Well, how could a doctor mistake cancer for acne? An Apollo Beach family says that's exactly what happened to them at an emergency room. I-Team reporter Jackie Calloway shows us how their story should be a warning to us all about the importance of getting a second opinion.
Like so many other high schoolers, Joseph Hyatt loves video games and baseball. Unlike most his age, Joseph faces a second showdown with cancer at 17.
He's got his pen because as of now he is a survivor of Hodgkin's.
A survivor in spite of an emergency room diagnosis.
We were in there no longer than 10 minutes.
Teresa Hyatt says they would not have caught this cancer early had the family listened to the ER doctor.
The guy comes in, he looks at his ear, and he says, it's a pimple.
Joseph discovered the lump about half the size of a golf ball behind his ear on a Saturday night in June.
Just randomly felt it.
To understand why a lump would send the Hyatts straight to the ER, you'd have to know their history and heartbreak.
This is my last picture of my family together.
Various cancers wiped out half of Teresa's family within 6 years.
My brother was a Navy vet. He died at the age of 50.
A brother followed in death by a mother and father. And then the disease turned its sights on Teresa's sister.
My sister Karen is a 4-time survivor.
Just last year, another bombshell. Joseph was diagnosed with melanoma on his head. That night in the ER, Teresa says she relayed Joseph's melanoma and the family's cancer losses to both the nurse and doctor. So you're protesting and still they dismiss you?
Right. We asked him, could you do some blood work or something? He said, there's no need. Okay, it's a pimple.
Discharge papers included instructions for treating acne and a suggestion they follow up with a primary care physician.
Probably they weren't listening and hearing as much as they should have.
Dr. Jay Wolfson, Associate Vice President of USF Health, points out ER doctors often do not have the training it takes to diagnose cancer.
To go to the emergency room for a non-emergent thing, you might be taking a risk of them missing something because they're looking for life-threatening circumstances.
In this case, a mother's instinct may have led to a life-saving call. 2 days after the Hyatts left the ER, they visited Joseph's primary care physician. He sent them to Shands for a biopsy. They found that pimple was actually Hodgkin's lymphoma.
That was our nightmare.
A biopsy took care of the tumor, but not all of the cancer cells. Joseph now faces another surgery.
It's scary because it's not going to go away. He's got a long road ahead of him.
I think they could have taken a little more time on it.
After our inquiry, the head of St. Joseph's Riverview Emergency Room contacted Teresa. Then a hospital spokesperson sent us this email. ERs are designed for true medical emergencies, and they focus on treating people who've been seriously injured or are gravely ill and in a lot of pain. While the Hyatts focus on the fight ahead, they plan to share their story with anyone who will listen.
My concern was how many parents go to the ER and get a diagnosis like Joseph's.
Go seek that second opinion if you're not 100% sure on it, and not let it rest.
I'm I-Team investigator Jackie Calloway, taking action for you.